Legendary teams, major players, and electrifying tactical action are back in CSGO Regional Major Rankings 2021. From June 27th till July 4th, 10 teams will clash in the thrilling showdown for the prize pool of $100,000 and slots at the PGL Major Stockholm 2021. Who will win more rounds? Who will show the most furious play? And who will claim the major prize? Find out at the CSGO Regional Major Rankings 2021. And don't forget to reload.
Welcome back to the StarLadder CIS RMR. We're here on map number 2 of day number 3, and we're here on the B stream. I'm looking forward to hopping into this second map because it's all about what K23 can do now. They're up one map against Entropiq, looking to try and close out the series, but I think their best chance lies on the third map. I don't feel like this nuke is going to go their way, Hawk. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I really don't have much faith in K23's nuke right now, sadly, especially going up against Entropiq, who generally are getting wins on this map. They're on a 4-map win streak, while the K23 guys are on a 5-map loss streak, and most of those haven't even hit double-digit rounds for them, and we can see that right now. You see some of those losses recently. 16-7 against Spirit, 16-6 against Fours, 16-4 against Dig. Yeah, these are all good nuke teams, but they're not even coming close in most of these, and that's even with a good pistol round win rate.
Yeah, it's definitely rough to see that, especially with those pistol rounds. They're going to add some more rounds to the limited amount they've got as well. But over for Entropiq, you can see that win against Team Spirit. That's more of an NFL score than a Counter-Strike score right there. 31-29, that's just nuts. We're hopping right into things. Entropiq on the T side. K23 are going to start on the defensive side. We'll see if they can get a good start. We did see that over on Dust 2, and it really helped them. I think, well, two things. The start that they got on Dust 2 and Fame having a standout performance really got them the win there on Dust 2, and that really made the difference. So a good start here can certainly help matters.
That's what they will be hoping for. K23 have had some struggles on this CT side of Nuke recently too, so winning this pistol round would be nice for them to get some rounds in the bank early. Dren seeing if he can find a nice angle. Oh, Neelan, nice shot coming in from Secret, looking for more. I'm not quite able to get the headshot, but the body shots will do the trick, and the bomb's been dropped.
The bomb drop for the T side definitely throws a few problems their way. We talked about K23 just before this having good pistol round win percentage. We'll see if they can get another one. And the barrel of Norman has been spotted, and Forster will take his headshot. Mo goes down at top of hell, and that is now looking rough for them. Neelan and Fame have to pull the round back, and luckily Neelan is landing some ridiculous shots. He's got a 3K in this pistol round. He's going to run down in towards Secret. 40 seconds in play, and that bomb still not picked up for Entropiq. Now, these are the two players you want alive in the pistol round. Fame over in the last map was incredible, and Neelan generally is very good in pistol rounds, especially with that USP, but now he has to be flawless. He goes out for the fight. He can get the ace here. He's done it. All 5 for Neelan in the pistol round. Every single kill comes his way, and when you think it might just be over, the 2v1, he just swings through the smoke and gets the lineup.
Wow, Neelan coming through. I thought it was going to be a bit of a struggle after this kill on towards Krad, an extended fight. You know, sometimes you can run out of ammo with the USP in these sorts of rounds, but the body shots are successful. His teammates getting assists on a couple of them, and K23 get off to that good start we were talking about. And again, Neelan shows us what he can do as a fragging IGL. Great to see him shining early for the K23 side. Now let's see if Entropiq can come through with anything of their own, because they've got a Galil in the hands of Nickelback. They've got a little bit of utility to work with too, so could definitely find a way into this round. And Adren has had some struggles at Yard recently, Dinko. We saw it yesterday, and he's been picked off here again.
I think he also kind of struggled on Dust 2 today in some scenarios, so don't want to be seeing that continue. Mo at long range with the AUG. Should be good against some of these weapons, but Elliot, he has just got a sick 2K because he's killed his own teammate in the process. So 3v3 with under a minute left. He at least got a kill to make up for it. So these 4 spies are always scary And another shot will show you why. Forrester's aggression back into the A site and then out in the lobby. Gets a headshot and now the site is theirs. 44 seconds. Fame in the vent. He could cause some problems here. Now he's right up on top. He spotted the barrel over the top of the headshot. Flash coming in from heaven from Mo. They start to get the kills now. Mo in. Just a 1v2, but Krad turns back in time. 2K on the MP9. And Entropiq find themselves the 4-spy win.
Early kill helps them, but you still got to close it out as you crunch into this A-bomb site, and they do so with some good shots. Even with Fame flying up the vent on that MP9 kill earlier, they're able to close out the 2v2 nicely. Krad in a good position with that MP9 to be able to take both of those fights. K23's good start has been snatched away from them. I'm glad to see Mo take this scout towards Yard. I think he's got to be playing with that sniper in this position more often, because I really have not been impressed by Adren's play towards Yard so far in this event. So hopefully he'll be able to control this area of the map early, while Entropiq will slowly start to sneak their way up. But looks like they'll be using a lot of the time in this round. They're happy to take it slow.
Sit back, take a breather, wind down from the exercise, and here goes Krad out and towards the A site. I think you're going to get to see much more of Krad here. I was actually quite surprised how quiet he was on Dust 2, because Krad can sometimes just take over maps if you get some of these entries going this way. So it's good early signs, yes, against some weaker weapons, but at least the confidence is there from Krad to be able to go for some of these fights. He will be at the front of a lot of these T-side charges. And so often Krad can be that player that gets those openings for you. That'll be the round now for Entropiq. K23 going to be backing away with Kevlar, some upgraded weapons. The scout in the hands of Mo, 2 Deagles as well. Will it just be 1 Deagle though? Because Norbert's going to be under some pressure. Push down from Hell as well. Forrester dive down the ladder. Norbert does fall. It'll be 2 rounds for Entropiq. Not losing a single player will certainly help things out for their economy.
So that shot earlier from Elian, just a little too easy with the scout. In all honesty, sure, he takes out his teammate there, but these are fights you take all day long on that T side in the second round when you've got given that scout. And into round number 4, get to see if those scouts can continue to have impact on the server. Both teams having 1 at their disposal. Should be a solid start to this game for Entropiq though, and K23 have really struggled on this CT side of Nuke as of late. They have a 41% win rate on the CT side. They have a much better T side win percentage, actually, at 47%, which doesn't fill me with confidence. I don't think they've shown much of a resistance so far in this tournament. This round, obviously, they didn't have too much, so losing the early players isn't too big of a surprise. They would like some damage, though, and Lackey's just run them all down with the MAC-10. So, considering there were some decent weapons in play here from K23, getting, well, only 1 kill out of it right now. Not ideal. Nice shot from Mo. Straight through the box. It's not going to lead to anything, but it's a nice little shot to land. It actually gets him an extra $300 too, so now Mo can buy that AWP. So it does make a difference.
And that's what Counter-Strike is, right? It's just these little microisms, small moments that mean a lot. And K23, we'll see if that AWP can get them a round win here. We know Mo has been able to take over the server over the last couple of days for K23. It's been a big part of their success in map wins and series coming close, and even in the qualifier to get here to the main event. You have to remember, they were so close to not making it through to the main RMR. But Mo decided to turn up in the last game of the tournament, and in the close qualifier, it was a much better showing from K23, and it has continued into the RMR so far. I think you can already see Entropiq are much more comfortable here on Nuke than they were over on Dust 2 to start things off. They were real slow into it, and you were talking about that earlier. We've seen a lot of our favorite teams, you know, not in terms of our personal favorite teams, but the favorite teams at the tournament in terms of likelihood of winning. Starting slow into series, it takes them a while to warm up, and they've got 2 big kills at the start of this round for Entropiq, but Mo, that AWP has made it sing, and that's 2 kills quickly, and now the committal into the bottom of the site has not worked out for Nickelback either. Elliot at least pulling 1 kill back, but they've still got to figure out how to deal with the problem of Mo. And he's just locked off the B site. There's no way they're getting in. And Norbert's just going to stay up on the A site now. They can split the sites 1 for 1, and Norbert's got in a good position to deal with this Heaven walkout. They start to come in, he'll hear the drop. He knows his wall player's still up there, and Norbert gets the right read. Well played from Norbert. A double kill, a 3K in the round. And that is beautiful from, again, Mo.
A lovely composure from Norbert at the end there too, but you're right, Mo had to get them into that position in the first place. And I think from Entropiq, they just weren't expecting the CTs to be spread out like that. They were expecting both CTs would try and stick together towards the bomb sites for the trade, so they overlooked the possibility of one man just sitting behind the box. Brilliant round from K23. And yeah, Mo has been really impressive throughout this tournament. I think we needed him to show up to give K23 a good chance. There are so many good AWPers at this event that you've got to have a capable sniper. Mo has certainly proven he can still hang up with some of the best AWPers in the world. Hopefully we'll get to see that continue. We're back to another gun round. This time Entropiq taking it slow. Mo looking for something towards Yard. Elian's AWP was on the other side, but it's just fallen back, so maybe a chance for him to take a fight against an AK if they peek him.
They're going to throw some utility. Generally in this situation, once the smokes come up, you'll want to just peek up, get some early info, pick, and then fall back. You don't want to be hanging around. Flash is so good, but no one's going to capitalize upon it. And now Entropiq start to wrap into the A site. They want to get players close outdoor, and now they pressure in. Fame, who had a fantastic breakout performance on Dust 2, looks to hold on here on Nuke as well. He's just got 1 from the back of the site. Elian and Lackey have got 2 for Entropiq. They've got close into the site as well. Fame hears all the fights going in front of him, but he's not peeked yet. Finally will. Gets 1, a second on the drop back. And now it is just Elian in a 1 versus 2. Up the vet, Norbert goes. The barrel nearly blocks him. And Elian eventually will spot his opponent, but no kill yet. 15 seconds to get into the site, and he still thinks the player's there. Fame has made the correct call to go into Hut, and what a genius! Fame is just in the server right now. He's inside of the mainframe, and he is just playing everything to perfection.
Now, this is really exciting from K23. The thing that is somewhat scary is I feel like this is just largely down to big individual performances in these rounds. But just the fact that that's happening is so exciting because we've been saying that Fame has been showing us the potential to be a great player for so long. It's just about getting those rounds more consistently, and we're starting to see it way more consistently now. We're starting to see Mo influence play across the map. Neelan, always a solid fragger as an IGL. There's a lot to like about this K23 team when they play at their best. And honestly, yesterday on Nuke, I think a big problem was just that they were taking fights that were unfavorable for them and they weren't able to make up for it in their skill. But here so far, I think they're just kind of sticking to themselves. They're focusing on their own plays. They're focusing on their own fights, and it's working out nicely for them so far. I think the rounds are getting a bit scrappy, but honestly, that probably favors K23 because it gives them the chance to make these individual plays.
Entropiq don't even really have weapons to play with in this one. They have got the AWP for Elian, and I don't want to count him out of any scenario because we've seen on Dust 2, even he was having this huge performance, largely overshadowed by some of the rounds out of Fame over on K23, but Elian definitely had his moments and times to shine as well. I believe, if I recall correctly, had an ace over on Dust 2 as well, so definitely Solid enough player to win you important rounds like this. But a minute left and no kills yet for Entropiq. Do they once again attack this A site? They had 2 players on the hut to begin with for the CT side, and often difficult to break that defense. Especially with such limited utility. But waiting out the smoke at Squeaky Door to fade away, and then they'll smoke into mid, and now they've got to fight. Rafters and hut setup, but they dive down the vent. I like this coming out of Entropiq. In fact, Elian has actually got his kill as well, but they've had 1 player drop down. In towards Cubby, there's a player waiting, and that is Norbert. He comes out, there's 1 kill for him, couldn't deny the plant. The ball goes down, and now he's under so much pressure, making the reload. Forrester realizes he can hunt down his prey, and a 4v3 is needed here for K23.
Oh, Nickelback's so
Is the
patient.
drone ready?
They're trying to save. He's going to get them, though. Oh, wants even more out of it. Eventually, Neelan trades, but all that's going to allow them is the save. Blacky can even probably go up and get himself a rifle now. He's got an AK into his hands, and Entropiq with a lovely round to win. And this is the thing we were concerned about. I still think Entropiq have a good ability to basically just try and outposition K23. I think they have a better understanding of the map. So even if the K23 players are performing well individually, that's a round where only a couple of the players even have a chance to have any impact on the actual outcome of the round itself.
For K23, you can't really afford to lose opportunities like that, where you have the far better weaponry, so looking for a reply here if possible. But here on Nuke, no round can slip for them. They have to be able to get a good start and perform and keep that up, and I don't think there can be any point at which Entropiq are allowed to go on a streak. As soon as you let Entropiq get those round streaks going, I think that's where they start to run away with it. K23 have got to keep up with them the whole time. They've got to make sure there's never easy. They can't get going. They win rounds here and there. And Norbert's going to try and disrupt the initial attack. He's done well with this deagle. He's going to drop down into ramp as well and fall back into the lower site. Elsewhere, Neelan has found his kill, and Norbert, great repositioning. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get that second shot off, so he's so close to getting the kill, but it has not worked for him, and that door opens into Mo's face. I believe the smoke hit the door there as well. So things are looking rough for Entropiq still. Then the flank even gets spotted. Mo is so aware. And now Nickelback, Mac 10, rattling as the double doors swing wide open. He's got to pull off what would be an incredible ace clutch. The bomb not planted. And 3 players still alive for the CT side. I have seen easier rounds, Hawker.
Don't see a way into this one. Adren finishing it off at the end there. For K23, that round kind of came out of nowhere for me. I mean, Norbert, yeah, nice shot initially. Falls back, does a bit of damage, but this was the moment, I think. Neelan sneaking into door. We didn't get to see that kill because we were so focused on the ramp fights, which were the most important fights at the time. But once Neelan gets that kill, sneaks in, gets an AK, and takes out the pressure lurker, that's a huge swing in the round. That AK comes into play. Entropiq back down to pistols, and K23 are winning the important rounds right now.
Oh, Mo. He's going to throw his itchy down, but he's being overrun. The pistols are close to him. At least he has a Dren. And Mo with the fastest flick you'll see. Fastest flick in the east. And Mo looks for more, but it's Forrester who gets one on the deagle. And it's K23 who get themselves the round win. I thought there for a moment there was about to be a window of opportunity. They were running down the AWP, and luckily it is the experienced duo of Adren and Mo who make sure the round goes in favor of K23. And this is what I'm talking about, just keeping the game interesting, keeping it close, making sure Entropiq don't feel comfortable. You can never let them feel comfortable in this series, because if you're keeping it close round and round again, Hawker, they have to remember they're a map down right now. They have to win Nuke.
Yeah, honestly, pressure does start to rise for Entropiq as this game goes on. If it continues to be close, here comes a Dread. He got that confidence building round in the previous, and he's confident in this one. Peeks up over the top and makes it a second kill. The AK coming into play, the AWP here to help. K23 are just winning all the early fights, and Adren's even wrapped all the way round. Easy backstab for him. That is a brilliant play from Adren, and finally, some impact from him. We were waiting for it, and he shows up big in that round.
You were mentioning earlier, the reason K23 haven't looked that convincing here on Nuke is because some of the plays they're going for haven't really worked because they don't have the individual skill to back it up a lot of the time. They lose those fights when they continue to get aggressive outside, but this time Adren gets a 3K from it. He's been trying that before in the tournament. I just remember watching him die outside pretty much every single time. But a 3K here should be enough to confirm the round win. Forrester has got a nice one tap, but I think the only thing he'll be getting from this round is some highlights for that shot. Maybe another kill can be found for him. But for the most part, it's a done deal. And Forrester begins to walk away into the spawn in which he started his round and save his AK. And if K23 are playing like that, Hawker, I don't think we can count them out anymore. That is just ludicrous from them.
This could really bust this group wide open if K23 get this win. Maybe can't get ahead of ourselves. It's only 6-4, but it's looking brilliant for them so far. Again, Adren just getting such great timing on that peak, which is the most important thing. You hear the steps below you, you know you've got a chance to peek onto an unsuspecting player, because once the T's get to that red container, it's really hard for them to look up and really clear out that angle. You're going to be able to isolate that fight initially, and yes, you need a quick kill, but once you get it, you can cause all sorts of issues for the outside take. Entropiq countered before they can run their play in that round, and now Forrester has saved the AK, but the rest of the team won't be investing.
Utility used in towards outside for the wall of smokes. That HE is so good. Nickelback just getting shredded down to 25. And Entropiq now start to run down into the B side. They're going to try and use that hero AK of Forrester to create an opening in towards ramp, and then they can push B on two fronts, but that AK has fallen to Mo. They got two players down here on the B bomb site. These pistols are getting nowhere near the bomb site, surely, at this point. Good kill from Norbert. This actually go down quite quickly, and Lackey's actually got a second kill out of that P250. You have to get more there if you're Norbert. And that bomb plant can come in here from Entropiq. It's not quite panic stations just yet for K23, but if another kill was to come in, it certainly would have been. But Adren hits the headshot, and now it's just Lackey. 1 versus 3. Open hand. Bomb is planted for him, but he doesn't know where it is. Finally, through the smoke, hits his shot, and now really, you start to wonder if this round is possible. And not too far off, goes in with a knife. He's going to try and stop it. The knife kill comes in, but not quick enough. A beautiful ace coming in from Lackey, but it's all in vain. The round is won by K23. The defuse steals away the glory, but at least Lackey has somewhat of a highlight there. It's just very, very heartbreaking for it.
Oh man, it looked so nice as well with the no-scope at the end. If only you could take away the sound of the defuse coming through, you would look at that as a lovely highlight play, but doesn't lead to the round win, so I can't give him much credit for it, Dinko. It's damage though, at least. It is a great individual play. It's something for Entropiq to maybe get a bit more excited about, because that was more of a bonus round for them. Now they've got themselves the chance to go ahead and get another gun round out into this round. Back 10 in the hands of Nickelback, but he's not ready for this advanced angle. Well taken by Neelam, but he goes back while blind, and in comes the burst to the side, but they're not ready for these close-range angles. The rotate from K23 is so fast that Entropiq have been completely shut down.
Oh. Brilliant shot from Mo. And another quick, clean obliteration coming in from K23 on their defense. We thought Nuke was going to be a different story for Entropiq. They've definitely had a few players showing some form. And this is that lackey moment yet again that broke their hearts. A knife kill just coming in a few seconds short. An attack timeout certainly needed here for Entropiq. A double up setup for K23. Money is available to the T side, but now they need to start winning rounds. We wanted K23 to be able to keep it close, but they might just pull ahead at this point. Look at that scoreboard. And Mo yet again tops it, but Nealon, who had a very good start to the game, remember his pistol boosting kills, but it is going to be a Dren that had those impact moments towards outside. Norbert doing a decent enough job down into B. Fame hasn't really had to see as much action, but has had a lot of plays in towards the A side that have been strong when called upon. So everybody's doing their job for K23, and you need that when you're up against Entropiq. And luckily for K23, everything is aligning.
Everything going well for K23 right now. Remember, they lost their opening game of this group on the K23 side, but that was against Spirit. Probably the hardest game of this group compared to the form and the results we've seen so far. Spirit have come into this tournament all guns blazing. So if K23 come back with a win here, they put themselves right back into the running. What a shot from Elian, though. Straight through the box. Early kill from Entropiq, and that opens up so much of the map for them.
Lackey should be getting a kill here under Fame. He should have been, but Fame somehow still wins out that duel. And that just opens things up again for K23. Once again, the round is open, and the bomb is planted on the lower site. Entropiq certainly still have the advantage in terms of being in the site with the post plant. K23 have got to be perfect making this retake happen. They were really using a lot of utility to close out, clear out, should I say, that close corner. But they go back and decided to take the stairs as the position instead, and was so ready for them to come around. He gets his kill, and K23 can see this one. Entropiq given a faith, and I think it's a very good job from them. Just getting that opening, getting down into the B site, it's just too hard to recover at that point.
Entropiq finally bouncing back with their 5th round. I think the decision to save is warranted for K23, even though they have a good amount of money in the bank. So that shot from Elian. Not much of Norbert showing, but quick kill, considering that's in slow motion. Get a feel of how quick it was. And this start for K23, on the one hand, it's really nice for them to get these CT rounds. As I was pointing out, their CT side win percentage on Nuke has been a big problem for them as of late. But at the same time, Entropiq are also a team who are better on their CT side. So you can go either way with it. It's still looking like it's going to end as a competitive first half and leave us open going into the second. But we'll see if K23 can find a couple more at the end here. Penultimate half, or penultimate round of the half, I should say. Norbert with the molly, Mo with the smoke. Entropiq have got down Secret safely this time. Red's waiting for this fight, and it's going to go his way.
Oh, Norbert's angle is so good as well, but he couldn't quite hit that difficult flick. At this level, you're very unlikely to get an easy shot. But Mo peeks out, quick to kill on Krad, and that secondary open ramp as well can just peek down into Elian. Every shot is working here for K23. If you're Entropiq, you're just wondering, what the hell happened? How are we just getting outclassed completely? Every fight, every duel is just going in favor of the CTs right now. And Entropiq, it's not like they're playing badly. They did have a very good start to the game. Individuals were looking strong. But K23, every decision that's coming through, every play, every team moment has just been perfectly called and perfectly executed. And 24 seconds remain. It's another save call here for Entropiq. They cannot win this round. K23 are up to 9 as we head into the last round of this first half.
I think I'd like to see Entropiq go for something a bit more grouped up at the start of this next round or the last round of the half. I think maybe even just group up and try and get that early trade onto Adren at Yard, because that's a position where Nickelback's going for that fight alone. But if he just has a couple of players behind him, you're probably going to get the trade, and then you're going to force K23 to respond. You'll force the reaction. You'll make them have to be worried about that Yard control. Maybe it will be Mo rotating over with the AWP, but it just gives you a few more options later into the round. But right now, I think they're spreading out as a team, and they can't afford to do that because they're losing so many of these early fights. Let's see if that can change here. Forrester blows open the door early, but Fame replaces the door with a smoke. Not quite as permanent, but it'll keep them safe for now.
Oh, Mo. Oh, head spotted of Ellie, and he is just not missing today, is he? Mo has just hit another level coming into this tournament. I'm so glad it's consistent, because that is usually our biggest criticism of Mo. It's not about him as a player in terms of being able to reach this level. It's just that he doesn't hit it enough. And he's just kept up that form the whole way through the RMR so far. And to get a win like this against Entropiq could really shake up this group entirely. As we have already seen Virtus Pro lose a game in their opening. They've got to take on Spirit in their next one. Entropiq looking to try and take the couple of top spots off these teams, and this could be a match that puts them in a very difficult spot. And again, these kills just easily coming in for K23. It's one by one they go. One by one they go to their death. It's 10-5 for K23. Entropiq ran out of ideas in the last few rounds there. Everything they were doing, it just got stopped by K23, so they decided to just go in one by one, and it just didn't work for them.
Yeah, it really felt like it just fell flat for Entropiq throughout that half. As I was saying, I would have loved to have seen something a bit more grouped up, because they were just spreading out into these defaults, and K23 are playing so well individually right now that you can't rely on spreading out and just winning those fights. You see that shot from Mo, absolutely absurd on the double scope in, and now K23 10-5 up. Entropiq getting a lot of their rounds early in that last half. They've got to try and win this pistol round here, otherwise K23 are in a great position for the 2-0. A lot on the line in this pistol. Let's see if Entropiq can step up.
Lackey trying to open things up. A good headshot, and as well, you have to remember Krad is in behind the box here. There's no way they're expecting this. I said that, but they look for him. Krad at least gets away with a kill before hitting the deck. But again, it is K23 who often pull these pistol rounds back. Adren snaps through, snaps the neck off Nickelback. And now it is Lackey and Forrester looking to pick up the scraps for Entropiq. There's absolutely no way Adren should have gotten away with that, but luckily Lackey is continuing to get kills for Entropiq. 3 into the round for him, and Adren has gone to Julie's. So if he's to pull off this 1v2, this might just be one of the highlight moments of the tournament.
He already got those 2 earlier kills in the round, so it would have to be the quad kill. Oh, Lackey just popped his head up, and he takes the headshot. Really nice work from Lackey. I thought for a second he may have stuck around for too long on that initial ramp hold when he was up on that box, because those Glocks can very quickly run you down if you're not careful. But he just about stayed alive for long enough. He was able to spam to the head of that first player. And then despite Adren's best efforts, Lackey's quad kill was too much for them. You see, eventually he drops back to the B site. Just wanted that kill first, and then just did a good amount of work down below. So Entropiq win the all-important pistol, and K23, without the bomb plant, just decide they'll take one save to buy into the next. Did someone just shoot the England, the chant?
Someone look at 10 minutes away from getting kicked off. We've got some fans on the server. I think that's just a little more than just England, though, Hawk. I think a few more
Look,
teams.
for me, that's the England song, okay? As an Englishman.
Classic Englishman. Everything's about you. Everything's English. Oh. Elliot. Shots. Brad. Oh, God. That's horrible.
They're fine. Just the one kill, I think, from Norbert. Milan's going to try and come up the vents. Oh, stop for a second. Tried to see if he could confuse them. But they weren't confused. They were waiting. Entropiq get their 7th round. And now we get the AKs out from K23. Nades should be fine. No AWP for Mo, though. So I think they'll likely be just looking to stick together. They've actually got a Mac 10 on a Dren. That suggests they could go for a fast A play. Normally, you want that SMG, that quick rush into the A site. Oh, okay, maybe not.
Oh, the nade stack towards outside. Deadly onto a Dren. Just 30 HP left for him. He starts charging quickly down towards Secret. And this is quick indeed from K23. Look how quickly they're going down into the B bomb site. They halt at the bottom of the Secret stairs, and Mo looks to join them just as these smokes begin to fade away. He gets there with the perfect timing, and now watches their backside to make sure that nobody has gone down with them.
One minute remaining. And after that early ground gained, K23 don't commit to anything just yet. They still have some nades left. Smoke from Fame will help. The molly for the other side means that ramp can be cut off completely. And it's up to Lackey on the site to lock this down if they go for the B play. But they're actually coming back up the vents. Norbert got a couple of kills onto A. This still isn't an easy fight to take. Oh, that's so nice from Neil, and that's the kill they needed. Now they can get up the vents. Fame able to trade, and it's all on Lackey having to rotate up from that B bomb site.
He's got a kit in his back, but 2 players to find. He's got the timing there on Mo, trying to jump up, but still the headshot from the AWPer. Even on the rifle, he's clean. And K23 are now on 11 rounds. Look at this. Just a massacre of players. And up the vent. not the best highlight there from the vent fly up, but 11-7 as K23 are out onto the AKs. It is going to be a buy from Entropiq. They're going to invest everything they can into it. An F4A1S, an M4A4, and an AWP in the hands of Ellie, and the rest on Deagles. A quick play again from K23, just taking this outside control. And instead of having the 2 smokes, actually, they're going to allow Adren to start taking fights. And oh, straight down into the Secret stairs. It's Elian that awaits his first kill. He's got it. And the man advantage begins for Entropiq, a much needed one. They need everything they can get here, and a good start definitely puts them in a far better situation.
Starting to see Elian show up, and I feel like when he starts getting those kills, he's going to have that multi-kill round soon. Nickelback caught switching weapons. Not the time for that mistake to be made, because Fame swings in and doesn't give him any chance to react. Quick headshot delivered. Now we're back to a 4v4. Fame is in garage. Norbert waiting for that aggression onto the door. Entropiq losing a couple of players. And K23 have put themselves back in a good position. Norbert even finding another kill. But Forrester is able to trade. Neelan's here to cut him off, though. He can't get back to the bomb site. And it's all on Elian. But unless he gets an early kill, I think this round's too far gone.
Bomb has been planted.
And the bomb plant is secured in Elian. There's no kit. Looks towards heaven. Nothing going his way, not a single opportunity for a kill. So he's going to back up into the corner, hoping he can carry the AWP over without them spotting him. It's 12 rounds now for K23. If you are just joining us, it is in fact map number 2. Elian could kill on the exit. He needs to get around the corner. He will do so. But as I was saying, we're here on map number 2 of this series. K23 took dust 2, as indicated by the filled-in star below the scoreboard. Don't think many of us were expecting this result, Hawker, at all.
No, I honestly overlooked K23 completely here on Nuke. And I've got to go ahead and eat my hat right now, eat my words, and just give a massive amount of credit to K23 for the way they've played here. I think a lot of it has come down to their individuals, yes, but this T side has been really well done. I've loved the call so far from Nealon. He's going to have to come through with a call here too, though, to deny this AWP of Elian any more impact. It's the one safe weapon, but it could make a big difference. Another shot lands from Elian, and all of a sudden, this round is absolutely open for the Entropiq side to win. But look at the response from K23. They push back into ramp.
Oh, and Krad has done well there in defense. A very important kill to find for him, and Elian now looking for the kill. Nealon was trying to jump up to get a better position, but it's all Adren, and even he has found a much-needed round, and it's pulled out by Elian. Entropiq up to 8 rounds, and the money is gone here for K23, so we're not out of the woods yet for K23. They have to deal with every round ahead of them, and Entropiq are going to be coming back with a much stronger buy. They've been bringing these rounds close, which is why we're in this scenario. After just a round loss, K23 are back down to pistols.
That could be a huge turning point in this game. I said earlier, I think once Elian gets that AWP out and just starts to get a couple of kills, I feel like he really finds his form. He really starts to have a lot of impact. And it certainly showed there, and he's got another one. Adren tries to fight him a yard, but that's just not a fight you can take against the AWP without the nades, without the weaponry. Should be an easy hold now. Nickelback and Lackey combining, and Entropiq have their 9th round all but confirmed.
And a buy now for K23. It was all about saving into this one, getting the money. Entropiq's challenge once again begins for them, and they have definitely been in these rounds. It just hasn't gone their way in the final few moments. Maybe this is where Entropiq can start to turn around their Nuke affair. Maybe this is the step in the right direction, the final taste of victory. Krad's going to get close to the vent. But this time it's a much slower approach for K23. A lot of their early rounds have been sending Adren down into secret early on, but the late round outside execute. When I say late round, it is later than the previous rounds, but still relatively early. I think Nickelback's actually just blocked out smoke somehow. There's a bit of a gap in it. Adren needs to be careful of that, because that might just give the opening here to Entropiq. He spots the feet going by. Lackey's rotated down to secret. But Adren is actually in garage. And Nickelback has to be aware of that, but he doesn't want to overexpose himself, but he looks to try and take the fight with Adren, but he is going to overexpose himself, and that gives the kill to Nealon. Now Lackey has to really go for that peek up secret. He's going to go up, but it's the fight into the A site that are come in. The bomb's down the floor. Krad with one on the AUG. A second has been picked up. Nealon doing good work turning back, but he's got to pull off the 1v3. There's still Lackey and Krad he's got to find here. His teammates just haven't done enough for him, unfortunately. And Nealon has been brilliant, but not enough this time around. Entropiq with a 10th. And it's Krad, really, who I think is the main player there. He has been quiet on the map. I think he had a good few rounds to start Nuke, but ever since then it's gone quiet. But what a round to be loud in.
Now you see there the smoke was blocked initially, and then this is the moment, I think. It turns into the 3v3, and K23 have got to stay composed in those moments. They've got to use their ability to trade, their strength in numbers. Because when you get those early trades, the CTs are less likely to have those crossfires, to have those ability to play off each other as well. They're going to have to spread across the map. So I think we needed 2 players from K23 to push into that site. That didn't end up happening, though. Krag got given the 1v1, and he made them pay. And now this is their punishment. Only pistols in this one.
Oh, shot lands for Elian. No kill though. Certainly looking for it. I think at this point you realize you can't really have a free round. You've got to play for every one of them, and Elian nearly gets caught there. Luckily, Forrester is coming into his own on his rifle. Dren has lost his life, and with 53 seconds left, Elian now looks towards Silo, does spot one out. There's no real map control here for K23. There's no threat of a bomb plant, no threat of a round win. It's just a matter of time before we see this round reach its conclusion. And Elian finally gets that kill he's been searching for towards outside for so long. Just Mo and Fame now. One Deagle in play, and that's even out of play. So now Mo left alive, and not for long. 11 rounds for Entropiq, who have now brought the scoreline back to a margin of just 1 round. For K23, it's all gone a bit flat, hasn't it? They really need to win a round here. Otherwise, Entropiq could still steal away Nuke.
It's not like K23 have been getting completely shut down early in these rounds, though. Right, for Entropiq on their T side, I got the feeling that they were never in a lot of those rounds. Whereas for K23, you get the feeling that they're putting themselves in positions where if one fight goes differently, they could win some of these rounds. Let's see if they can make that difference here. They got plenty of players waiting outside the door, and Krat's here to deny.
Oh, Krat and Forrester, you couldn't have asked for a better start here, but Fame and Mo, they reply in a trend. He's found the reply as well. It's a 3v2 suddenly for K23. They lost all the initial fights, but it's the war of attrition. The tenacity of the Kazakhstan side that gets them right back into the round, and once again, it's the B hit. They run down into lower. Nickelback realizes this. Is he going to swing the double doors? He could deny the plant, just about misses out on it. Quick kill onto Mo, but no denial of the plant, and now the 2v2 post-plant can play out.
Nickelback has full nades too, yeah.
It starts to clear all these close corners. Really limits what you can be playing in, and I realize it's got to be the rafters, and Elian looks up there, but now a 1v1. Good peek out from Fame. The bomb, it is planted just on the other side of that wall, so Elian's going to get onto it. He's going to stick the defuse. Is Fame running for it? He has to get over the top, and Elian, he steals away the defuse. Fame doesn't even go for it. He thought it was the tap, and Elian spots the opportunity, and he steals it away. A really good retake there from Entropiq. I think the most important kill is the decisiveness from Nickelback to swing open those double doors.
It's another close and competitive round. K23 have to be given props for those 2 kills back towards door to make it a winnable round in the first place. But as you pointed out, Nickelback swings open the door, has some nades left to help. They're able to isolate that fight site initially. Site fight. That's the one. That confused me. And then at the end there, just nice play from Elian. I think he realizes if he goes on the far side, he's got a really good chance of locking it in. Oh, we're seeing that shot from Mo again. Nice to see some of the earlier plays from Mo, but wasn't able to do enough in that round. It's still close rounds though, Dinko. And with the bomb plant, K23 can keep fighting with the buy.
They can just keep getting these buys out, and like you said, it really is a close game. That last round probably should have been K23's. That's how close it was. And at the start of the round, Entropiq looked to have locked it in almost immediately with the openings. K23's throwing some utility outside. They generally like this setup. There's a bit of a gap every time they throw these smokes. Disruption from utility, trying to create gaps. Once your execute becomes predictable, it's quite easy to counter by throwing a Molotov down there and disrupting the smokes. And Elian's going to play with the edge of the smoke. The gap created allows a kill onto your trend. Another ramp play. Lackey does well not to die. He drops back, and that's going to be enough to pull them into the ramp fight. And Elian is going to get out of dodge. They were so ready to counter him.
Yeah, another round where Unfortunately, Adren gets picked at yard. It's happened a couple of times now. Not normally in the gun rounds, though. This is a critical moment in the game, and K23, as you pointed out, have the ramp control, but they might have a tough time overcoming these two CTs ready on the site, because there's not much time left on the clock for them to clear all these angles.
Norbert and Nealon getting a double kill quickly, and 15 seconds left. They have to drop down the vent. Forrester and Krad now looking to run back into the site. This time Fame is taking a closer angle. It's a deeper setup for the post line, and Fame has got one, turns back, nearly gets away with a second, but Krad eliminates him with the AWP. Really expect Nealon's position. It doesn't matter because Nealon's got away with a kill on Elian, and they know exactly where Krad is. They're going to pull him into the trap that is laid for him, and K23 will not be conceding the lead. In fact, they will take it right back. 13-12, another brilliant hit into the lower site. This time they just have players alive and deeper into the B-bomb site. That makes the retake more difficult.
They go a man down early, but the pendulum swings back in favor of K23. And it's that similar scenario for them where I think if they get into these good positions, even if they're a man down, they're just so hot individually right now that they can stress out the hold so much. If it's only two CTs against them on a bomb site, it just feels like one of the K23 players is going to come through with a crazy shot that can completely swing the round. Because if Lackey survives there, he can hold a lovely crossfire with his teammate. They can probably get something done on the hold, but instead it goes the other way, and now Norbert is not wasting any time in this one. Straight down the vents, and Entropiq have to respond to that.
He was explosive in the last round, and now again continues the explosion down the vent. He's got so much control, and Lackey, oh, so lucky to get out of that alive. But Norbert still finds a kill elsewhere. Krad has been taken down, and Nickelback, he knows he has to be the player to make it work, and he's run out of ammo. He nearly gets away with a second, and for K23, that's a breath of relief. They could have lost another player very quickly on that. Crazy round, and Forrester, they were holding for his aggression. But Elian gets his opportunity for the trade kill. Every single kill is being traded back and forth between these sides. These rounds are not easy for either team, and it's going to be the difference is the individual of Mo. Once again, getting an important kill, and nearly a second chance there. He goes back and fights against Elian. The AWP battle is won by Mo. And now it is just Lackey. He took that early damage down on the B site from Norbert, and now has rotated up the vent. This is the position they're ready for. Adren turns, he finds it, and these chaotic rounds are being found by K23.
Mo's just so quick on those fights at ramp 2. And it's a really hard position because he's stuck behind the box the whole time. And it's awkward fights to take. It's not fights that AWPers normally have to take, in all honesty. So for him to go ahead and be so relaxed in this position is really impressive. This was some of those earlier rounds for K23, just showing us how good their individuals have been throughout the day. Will it be enough for them to take it 2-0, though? Whatever happens, they've shocked us here on Nuke. We didn't think they'd have a chance on this map. It's normally one that's good for Entropiq. It's normally one that K23 aren't even that competitive on in their recent games. But they've impressed us so much so far. They've got a 14-12 lead, and Entropiq are starting to get to that position where they're on their last legs, Dinko. They have got the AWP, but there are a couple of MP9s in play, and if K23 win this round, they are in a great position to take the series.
Yeah, this buy does not give you much confidence. It does not inspire much hope. But I've seen rounds won with less. We all have over the past couple of days. I think K23 will be completely aware of that. You do not want to give away your golden opportunity to take a series 2-0 over Entropiq. Again, it is the outside execute coming in from K23. They smoke off main, they smoke off hell and garage. But the position of Elian is not smoked, and they could have went into the A site, but instead they pushed through the smoke, and Elian has taken his first kill, and the utility of K23 works against them, because now they can't even get that trade kill. So they're going to have to fight a man down.
They can close the distance on Hell. That's an upside. But at the same time, it could be difficult to coordinate this push from the K23 side. Just look at the minimap. They're so spread out. And it's the bomb that's kind of alone in enemy territory right now.
Oh, good kill from Norbert yet again. He makes differences every time he gets around going. And oh, he had an opportunity, but gets away with a headshot. Krad is so quick on the MP9 to get that trade kill. But it's short-lived for Krad as he's down. And now Forster and Nickelback have to win out the round. And Forster from heaven, he tried to take the wide peak. He tried to deny everything. But Mo prevents it all from happening once again. K23, they start the round a man down, but they turn it in their favor. And it looks like this one is going to be the 2-0 for K23.
I'm loving how patient Mo is right now on that AWP. He's just showing his composure, showing his experience. Late in the round, some AWPers there might start to panic, might start to miss their shots, might start to try and force the fights earlier in the round. But even though there's only 10 seconds left, Mo keeps it going, and this time misses the opportunity on Yard. It's only a scout on the other side though, so he gets away with it and can just go ahead and sit back and make sure his teammates keep him safe. So they know there's a scout in play. That'll allow them to use some nades to try and cut that off.
Oh, again, this is the earlier variation. They changed it up in the previous round, but this is the more standard smoke execute. Allows you to get these players in garage. Takes a lot of map control, but there's a bit of a gap there on the bottom of the smoke. They're not even going to go garage. It looked like they were going to, but now they're going down to secret. They should be aware of that over on Entropiq. But how are they going to play this one out? 45 seconds left. Mo throwing some utility towards outside. Fame will be the player leading the charge into the B site, just clearing all of these close corners. Eventually they'll get info that no one's even down here to defend. No one's really there to cause problems. With the window breaking open, Entropiq will begin to realize it is going to be the B play. The lurk from Norbert finds one kill. Quickly found back by Nickelback, and the kill's on in for K23. Just a few more, and they've done it here against Entropiq. Adren doing it in style. Just one player left, and Elian will try his best. It's a deagle headshot to finally silence Adren in this round. But there needs to be so much more where that came from, and it's just not going to happen. What a series out of K23. What a performance. And that just excites me for the rest of this group as well, because that really does throw things up into the air. Entropiq and Virtus.pro taking losses to the Kazakhstan teams. This is looking so exciting in Group B now.
Yeah, we said that we think Group B will be the more open group, but not for the reason that we thought K23 and 100 Ping Gods would come in with these upsets. We thought it was going to be between, Spirit and Virtus.pro, and then maybe go ahead and throw Entropiq in there as a team who could cause spoilers. But no, everyone is showing that they are deep in this CIS region. They're showing us how much depth there is. These teams clearly have a lot of skill in them. They always have. And the skill was honestly the biggest difference today. K23 out-aimed Entropiq throughout this series.
They definitely did, and I think, we talked about the differences between the performances of K23 on Nuke before and now, and it really was that everybody was confident, everybody was making their plays work. We've seen how many times do we see Adren attempt those outside plays before and none of them ever work. And also the T side, the variance of that smoke outside, they had so many opportunities to change it up and go for a different setup, and it was constantly making Entropiq second guess themselves. For the rest of this tournament though, Hawker, we've just got excitement opening up in Group B, because the next match, which will be happening in just under an hour's time, will be Team Spirit versus Virtus.pro. Now, VPF got off to a very bad start. Team Spirit have got off to a very strong start, and I think Team Spirit, their two biggest problems, I think, coming into this on paper should have been Entropiq and Virtus.pro. Well, now they've lost two of the teams they should be beating. I really do feel like maybe there's an upset team that can make it through in a second spot between 100 Ping Gods and K23. Who knows now?
That would be huge if they could do it. And look, there's still a long way they have to go. They have to go ahead and keep getting some wins on the board to make that happen. Especially with it being so stacked, you never know. You could drop a team map against basically anyone here. You could drop a series against basically anyone here. But still, what a result for K23. Got to give them huge props at the end there too for their cooling in those late round scenarios of Nuke. I think they stayed so composed, and that's a big part of the win here.
Certainly is. Well, coming up next, like I said, just in around 45 minutes time, we'll be getting ready for our second game. It's going to be Virtus.pro taking on Team Spirit after the break. You do not want to miss this matchup. You can go watch some of the football. You can come right back, but we're ready to go with our second series in just 45 minutes time. We'll see you guys then.
Ну, из тех, кого соперников, если брать именно, то первый Форза. Ну, из закрытых самый сильный. Ну, а слабых, я думаю, нет особо. Типа, все прошли достойно. Но, думаю, самый сильный вот из закрытых квал именно Форза.
Присоединение Адрена стало для всех, мне кажется, наверное, бустом, потому что его опыт, его знания, которые у него имеются, нам почти в каждой игре помогают. Насчет онлайна и турниров, которые проводятся в онлайне, это, конечно, печально сейчас, и все хотят ланы, и вот будет сейчас первый лан спустя 1,5 года, и надеемся, что это будет не последний. И надеюсь, что мы тоже будем ездить на лан-турниры. Ну, возможно, онлайн как-то влияет на нас. И мне кажется, что если бы мы были бы на лане, мы бы играли намного сильнее и не так скованно, как мы это играем в онлайне. Ну, я, наверное, считаю, что лучше играть на стадионе с большим количеством зрителей, чем играть в онлайне с камерой дома. И любое твое движение может увидеть абсолютно любой человек.
Мы скучаем по лан-турнирам, потому что, ну, в интернете совсем другая игра, и нет тех эмоций, на самом деле. То есть такая, ну, когда тренируешься, просто рутина какая-то, на лане совсем другие эмоции, совсем другие ощущения. Но вот скоро должны вот в конце лета уже провести лан, вот, ESO Pro Лигу. Влияет ли так уровень игры нашей команды с отсутствия ланов? Ну, тяжело сказать. Я думаю, влияет именно вот сильным командам. То есть у них нет столько мотивации там. То есть те же там Астралис, которые всегда играли на ланах, там Нави, играть в интернете, постоянно там тренироваться. Я думаю, именно для там топовых команд это сложно. А для остальных, я думаю, нет разницы. На уровень команд, думаю, не влияет сильно. Но обычно, когда ты играешь на лане, какой-то мандраж, чувствуешь такое. А когда ты играешь в интернете, то есть ты просто спокоен, сидишь у себя дома в зоне комфорта и все. Думаю, не были бы увереннее на лане. Ну, отношусь к карте положительно. Мы тренируем, то есть что-то новое. Потому что в Counter-Strike обычно одни и те же карты играют годами, и наскучивают одни и те же карты. Я думаю, ну, это хорошее обновление. А то, что сможет блистать камнем преткновения, я не знаю, я думаю, все ее тренируют, типа, и ну, ничего удивительного не будет. Карта как карта. Вообще могут, да. Ну, то есть карта такая, то есть, могу сказать, не особо скилловая, то есть на ней как раз, да, вот у кого больше практики, я думаю, те и будут лучше играть. То есть сильная команда может проиграть, условно говоря, если она особо не тренировала раньше. Любой команде вообще.